1 in 5 milking cows in America calls it home, producing enough for more than 90 billion glasses of milk each year. Where in the world are we? Find out next on Chef's Afew. When you think of dairy, perhaps you think of one of those Midwest or Eastern Seaboard states. Well, think again. Here along the Pacific Ocean, place of giant forests and rolling hills, are more dairy cows and more milk produced than in any other state in the Union. California, the Golden State, America's dairy capital, with a rich history of dairy production. 1 in 5 milking cows in America grazes here. 1.5 million of them, all of them tended by some 1,700 dairy folk.
Well, I probably came sitting here for the first time about 50 years ago when we bought the ranch.
Bob Giacomini grew up milking cows twice a day. That's been going on year-round, rain or shine, every day since he was a boy.
It's so important that we keep rural America the way rural America is, and it's fading very quickly if we don't, get this next generation, at least part of them, to stay involved in the farm.
And in charge of keeping that way are 4 daughters. Following college and success at business in the city, all 4 are back on the farm.
It's not always that easy, bringing 4 daughters back on the farm.
Okay, don't tell our family secrets.
It is a challenge, I will have to say.
I think the exciting thing for all of us, we're obviously doing what we love. We're so proud to be back on the family farm and hopefully maybe building something for the next generation. And the fact that we're building a legacy to all the hard work, Dad, that you did, and Mom, and our grandfather before you.
There are contented cows grazing here, too, on this farm. Along California's northern Pacific coast and the redwood forests, Jim and Leslie O'Neill tend their cows.
This 423.
I think you had enough fat in here. You better get back to business and make some milk here. Huh?
300 or so milking cows, twice a day, giving up pure, clean drinking milk.
This is a newborn baby calf, born yesterday. That tastes so good. Yeah, it did.
I really need these sides, guys. Right, sir.
And here on the menu, there is dairy of all sorts. Delfina Restaurant in San Francisco's Mission District, where the neighbors line up to taste the food of Chef Craig Stoll.
We're a neighborhood restaurant, and that's by definition, we're involved with our community, but we're also involved with a bigger community of farmers and producers around Bay Area and a little bit further afield in California as well. When Annie, my wife, and I opened this restaurant 11 years ago, we wanted to open a neighborhood place that was inviting and warm and welcoming and where the food was delicious.
That's Annie Stoll being the hostess, and daughter Lucy, occasional sous chef.
Like that,
That's because it's the crust.
The whole family sticks close to its suppliers.
We like to know the people who grow and produce the products we use. We like that. It makes our lives rich.
And here's the chef with his family out on the farm today to meet the cows and to make the cheese.
Craig, welcome to Point Reyes.
Thank you.
You and your family. Guess what, Lucy? We have a cow that's named Lucy, too.
Really?
See that little brown cow right there? Her name is, guess what? It is Lucy.
Whoa.
Just like your name.
So cute.
How come she's different from all the other cows?
Well, Lucy makes the milk that makes the cheese for Point Reyes blue cheese.
She's my favorite cow because she's really cute.
So what kind of cows are these?
These are mostly Holstein cows. We have a few brown Swiss.
The black and white ones are called Holsteins, or, if you're in Europe, Friesians. That's the breed that produces the most milk. The big-eyed brown girls are brown Swiss, good on hilly pastures and producers of the highest protein-to-fat ratio of any breed.
How long have you been doing this?
We've been here for exactly 50 years. And for the first 40 years, we just produced milk and shipped it to creameries and it went into the bottle. But about 10 years ago, we decided to take our milk and make cheese out of it.
So after 40 years of just milk production, why did you start making cheese?
Well, that's a good question, and it's got some multiple answers to it. One day we sat around the kitchen table and had a little family discussion, and I said, well, you guys got two choices here, you know. One is you come back to the family farm and help Dad do something, manage the cows or something, and or maybe we might think of selling the farm. They said, well, Dad, if you know, we've been talking about making cheese. What we decided to do is call ours a Farmstead blue cheese.
So all the milk that goes into your cheese it comes from your own cows?
Yes, exactly right. It takes the grass for the cows to eat so the cows can make milk so we can get the milk for the cheese.
So cheese grows from grass.
So cheese grows from grass. That's exactly right.
The cheese begins with the milk, so the milk has to be the best. And the milk begins with the grass, so the pasture must be the best.
The view is just beautiful here. Does the milk from cows with a view taste better than milk from other cows?
Well, you've heard of happy cows in California, right?
I guess so. There it goes.
Well,
There
here's your happy cows in
That's
California right here. We're also right next to a bay here, Tamales Bay in California, and they grow oysters on it, so we have to be extra careful that none of our waste flows off of our ground here.
You're elevated. You're above the bay
That's
there.
exactly
Yeah.
right. That's exactly right. So, you know, we want to keep our oyster farmers sustainable just like we are. And so
Please keep them around.
I'll tell you what, we've got a recipe with our blue cheese on barbecued oysters that you would die for. So we work together. We work together on this.
Sounds good.
Animal waste becomes compost. Methane is trapped and turned into electricity. Rainwater is recycled, and the cows are fed a steady diet of locally produced feed to supplement the grass. It's milking time. The udders are full. With 300 cows to milk, machines are used, but still many hands are needed. And for thousands of years, even the youngest one on dairy farms all over the world have done this.
So guys, we're gonna get some milk out of Lucy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
All
Ready?
right.
I'm ready.
All right.
Paul Zimmerman, a dairyman all his life.
Now, I've seen this on TV, I've seen it in movies. I have never actually milked a cow.
Me
Okay.
neither.
I don't think any of us. Lucy, you've milked a goat though, right?
Yeah, I milked the goat, but I forget it. I've
Okay.
never seen the udder that big.
What you do is you just grab it and pull down.
Woo!
It comes out just like that. Just squeeze it and kind of run your finger down the other side, all right?
Okay, you gonna go first? Okay.
Go pull it right in there, Lucy. Gotta squeeze it kind of hard. Watch out. There, you got some.
I squirted it myself.
Yeah, good job. You got enough for coffee now.
How often do they usually get milked?
Twice a day. And then we'll get about an average of 10 gallons per cow.
Here, the family milks at 1:30 in the afternoon. And yes, at 1:30 in the morning. Every day, every night of the year.
Well, I'd like to be able to say that I've milked a cow,
Well,
even though I'm a city girl.
get right in here, Annie. Now she was getting it
Oh my God. She doesn't like me. She wants Lucy back.
good. Those nice little soft hands.
Oh, she likes you much better. I did it. I milked a cow. So this cow seems pretty mellow. Are they all like this?
She's overly tame. For the most part, dairymen everywhere, cow comfort is
Cow
a number
comfort?
one priority. The more comfortable a cow is, the more milk she'll produce, and that's the business we're in. So
How do you make a cow comfortable?
keep her good fresh feed, lots of water, keep the stalls clean and all the beds nice and soft, have good fresh bedding in all the time.
Low density, does that relax them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now it's the chef's turn. The cow may be relaxed, but the chef, not so much.
Yep, it's my first time. What do you think? How's my aim?
Enough time with the ladies. It's now time to make cheese, blue cheese. About half of California's milk goes to make cheese.
Hi guys.
How you doing, Kuba?
Good. How are you?
Good.
We're basically ready to cut the curds.
It begins with the milking, then into the creamery, where the milk, still warm from the cow, is cooled, stirred, and rennet in. When the cheese is firm and the exact temperature and humidity have been reached, that's the time to cut the curd and release the whey.
You basically pull the knife to the end of the vat, and you do that until you get, your square cubes of curds. The longer you wait,
Kuba Hemmerling came to California from his native Poland so he could make cheese.
So that's our curd after we cut it. It's still very soft.
That looks like diced up panna cotta.
Or mozzarella.
It's delicious. It tastes like the freshest milk you ever had.
The curds are agitated, the whey allowed to escape. At just the right moment, the whey is drained. The curds are shot out, as the cheesemaker says, bounced off a screen, to give the curds the unique shape and firmness that distinguishes this cheese. The scooping is called hooping.
Scoop, what you want to do is scoop some of this up and put it into these molds here.
Cool.
Good. Here.
That's so cool.
More. Get to work.
She's doing an excellent
She's
job.
tired.
Yeah.
So now what happens?
We're gonna be turning this cheese several times today. You wanna kind of rotate it, and then just put on the other side.
Give it a roll. All right, now flip it back over.
Nice one.
All done by hand.
Yeah, it's quite a process.
So how fast does it usually go when you're doing this?
It takes probably, I don't know, 3 minutes. So
Much faster than Craig's doing it.
a little bit, slightly faster.
A little bit.
From here to the aging room where the cheese will be punched, a process unique to blue cheese.
We'll punch the cheese with a needle puncher. 50 needles will punch through the cheese. That's the way how you're introducing more oxygen for mold growth.
The oxygen
Because the more,
enhances the mold growth.
oxygen, the faster the mold can grow. Ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, so now your second other side. Yeah. Okay, so we did that took us about 10 seconds, so we got 250 more wheels to go.
I'm on it.
Over 6 months, molds will form, reaching their tendrils out through the cheese, giving it its unique blue cheese tang.
That's our finished product. You care for tasting it?
Yeah.
You can see the consistency is very buttery, very creamy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm dying to do that all day. It's so creamy.
Can't wait to try the dish, actually.
We'll get to work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The cows have been milked, the cheese stirred, and cut, and hooped, and punched. Now, it's lunchtime.
So this is the moment Lucy's been waiting for.
Yeah.
Wow. So is this the newest one?
It's born this morning.
Wow. Just born this morning, Lucy. Look at that.
Day old.
That's why it's kind of wet.
These are so cute.
All right, Lucy, you ready to feed this one? We'll get her started over here. There, you got
It's
a better
like giving
grip.
a bottle to a baby, Lou.
Yeah.
It's like a lot harder.
This is one of the Swiss cows.
Yeah, this is a brown Swiss.
Look at those eyelashes.
It's a beautiful cow.
This
How big will this cow be?
She'll probably weigh about a ton by the time she's done growing.
A
Lucy,
real
that's
ton.
that's 2,000 pounds.
2,000
Lucy.
pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So does this cow have a name?
Nope, she needs a name. Would
do
you
you
not like to name her, Lucy?
How about Swiss cheese?
Swiss cheese?
It's a Swiss cow.
Yeah.
Use it for cheese, I guess so.
It's a Swiss cheese it is.
All right.
Bye, Swiss cheese.
Bye, Swiss cheese.
On another farm, the hills give way to lush grasses and foggy days in Humboldt County, Jim and Leslie O'Neill's acreage, where the cows graze to produce not cheese, but fresh milk and cream for the table.
This is the milk herd, and they will be coming in here to eat before milking and get milked.
Many parts of America are seeing 50 to 80% of dairies closing, selling off the herds. But Leslie and Jim are bucking the trend.
The name of the farm is O'Neill Dairy, and we started, it was 1984. It was just something Leslie and I, my wife, wanted to do.
Actually, Jim and I are the first generation. We just wanted to do something wonderful with our property, and what better thing to do is to produce milk.
And milk it is, on average about 2,000 gallons each day. The herd thrives in this landscape under the gentle, hard-working hands of the dairy folk.
The cows are like my kids. Every day of our lives centers around the cows and taking care of them and making sure that everything's perfect for them. Because the better we care for our animals, the more they're going to produce for us and give us that wonderful product that we love.
On this farm, the cows are part of the family,
Yeah, this is kind of my pet here. Isn't that right? Yeah, huh? Yeah, you like that, don't you?
They say you are what you eat. The dairyman knows the truth of that.
This is why these cows milk so darn good here in our area. We have such great feed here. It's just, you know, this is a lot of native clover here and ryegrass too. This just produces a quality milk and a lot of omega-3 in this milk. Hopefully today they'll come in the barn here instead of looking at us and they'll put some milk in the tank.
It has been 12 hours since the last milking. For the cows, udders full, there's no time to waste. The hard-working cows are herded into the barn in single file, in an order determined by the cows themselves.
What happens when the cow comes in for milking? She's washed and dried first. And we strip the cow just slightly to stimulate her milk flow. Then she gets dried off, and this ensures quality of milk. They're nice and clean, and then the machine goes on. When she's done here, she's gonna go back out and feed some more, and then she's gonna go back out to pasture and lay down.
These farms, the O'Neills, the Giacomini family, across different parts of California, are important elements of the Golden State's dominance of the dairy industry.
We're gonna make two pizzas. We're gonna make pizza with margarita pizza, and we have some mozzarella cheese that the folks at Point Reyes Blue Cheese made for us, fresh cow's milk. And we're gonna make a pizza with their blue cheese and some figs and house-made pancetta. You know how you always wanna make pizza?
Yeah.
Now's your chance. What do you wanna make first? Margarita?
Okay.
All right, so you remember what to do? Less flour, like that. Leave the edge puffy like that, okay?
That's because it's the crust.
Okay, we're gonna flatten it. Now pick it up and stretch like that.
Okay.
And it's okay if it's not perfectly round.
Is that
Stretch it out.
enough?
Yeah. So the dough's really nice right now. It's soft. Feel how soft and warm it is, and it's so easy to stretch. The weight of the dough stretches it itself.
Wow.
So you pick it up, it just stretches by itself.
Yeah.
Okay, enough stretching. This sauce here is made from canned tomatoes. So you take your can of tomatoes, you put it through a food mill, a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil. That's it. It's uncooked. It's really, really simple.
How come it has on the crust, Daddy?
Because you get a little bit on there, it's fine. It makes it look really good. This is the mozzarella that they made at Point Reyes Blue Cheese. This is made from the exact cows that we milked when we were up there on Monday.
Okay.
So they took that milk, and instead of turning it into blue cheese, they turned it into mozzarella.
Can I try it?
Yeah, eat all you want. Here's some that's cut up, and I dried it a little bit so it doesn't make the pizza soggy.
This is yummy.
You want to put a few on?
Yeah.
Not too much. You put just a little bit because you don't need a lot. Pizza is about subtlety, not excess. You know what that means? You need a light touch. That's what it means.
I love making these pizzas.
Couple more.
This is the funnest type of pizza to make, I think.
What's your funnest type to eat, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of salt from high, really high, all around. Great, and then some basil. Here's what we do with the basil.
Oh, I love doing the basil.
Pick some leaves off of here and then tear them. A little bit of basil goes a long way.
Can I do the rest of this leaf?
Yeah. Okay, and shake it every now and then to make sure it's not sticking to the peel. And a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna pull it out just a little bit.
It looks like a pizza.
All right, and then right in here it goes, okay? You know how fast they cook?
How?
90 seconds. 1.5 minutes if the oven's at the right temperature.
Whoa, the crust is almost done right there.
I know.
It looks so good. At the end, we get to eat that.
We can eat it as soon as it's done. How'd you like milking the cow?
It was really weird.
What was weird about it?
It just felt kind of hard and squishy at the same time.
But the milk is so delicious. The milk is really good. All right, so check it out. Can you see it?
Yum, that looks so good.
Yeah, almost done. Just one more second. And then we're gonna lift it up. Give it a little bit of smoke flavor.
That looks so good.
There you go.
I can't wait to eat that.
I know, neither can I. I'm starving. Let's let it cool down a little bit. You wanna blow on it? One for you, one for me. Here you go.
Thank you.
What do you think? Cheese is good. Really good, huh?
Happy day.
Ready for the next pizza? We're gonna make a blue cheese, fig, and pancetta pizza.
Yum.
You know what pancetta is?
No.
You've had pancetta before?
No.
You've tried it. You don't remember. It's kind of like bacon meets prosciutto. You don't have to cook it. Like bacon, you have to cook. That stuff's delicious. There we go. All right, so what this is gonna get.
It's milk?
Close. This is cream. So you have milk, you have cream, we have cheese, and it all comes from the same cows. They milk the cows, and they let it sit overnight, and the cream floats to the top. And this is the cream from the top. Now, a lot of people don't put cream on pizza. It sounds a little weird.
It does sound weird.
It does sound weird. But it's something we saw when we were visiting Italy.
It's cream on pie.
Cream on pie, right? And we call them pizza pies, so I guess it makes sense. This is some blue cheese from Point Reyes Blue Cheese that we crumbled up, and some figs. Can you want to put some figs on there?
Yeah.
These are sliced up already.
I love figs.
These are mission figs. You know, some people call us Calatal. It's a label we're not crazy about, but I guess we are who we are. We're in California, so...
Italy.
This pizza puts the cal in Calatal. I know, a little bit of pancetta, babe.
Okay.
Some of this, just sprinkle it on.
This pizza looks really pretty.
Yeah, and it's gonna taste really good. Okay, that's plenty, plenty, plenty. Again, we're just gonna pull it out a little bit, kind of dock the crust, make sure it's not gonna stick, and in we go. Here's our the fig and pancetta pizza.
Whoa.
Yep, we're gonna put a little bit of fresh thyme on it. Just a little bit.
Oh, that looks pretty.
Yep, that is California all the way. Total California
I like that
pizza.
song.
It's a good song, huh? All right, so here we are. Now I know you're not gonna taste this one, but you will. I promise you're gonna love blue cheese one day.
I would eat the figs off the top.
You can. Here, is it Point Reyes blue cheese and mission fig pizza with house-made pancetta and thyme.
Grass plus cows equals milk.
You know, and milk plus sugar plus eggs equals ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah. We're gonna make ice cream.
One more question.
What?
What's this?
That's a vanilla bean. Does that smell good? Pour that milk right into there, and I'm gonna turn it on. Great, so that's 1 quart. Throw the vanilla bean in there. Everything's from the backyard. The eggs are from Petaluma. It's fresh California milk. Peaches, local farmer. Now we're gonna add the sugar, ready?
Yeah, I'm
Whisk it while I put it in.
Okay.
So we're gonna stir that every now and then. What we're trying to do here is melt the sugar into the milk. You can feel that that's getting hot, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a little bit of this. If we add those eggs to that hot milk, you know what we're gonna get?
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, exactly. So this is called tempering. We're tempering the milk into the
Daddy,
eggs.
I can hold it.
I'll pour you whisk, okay?
Yeah.
Ready? Whisk hard. Whisk, whisk. It's amazing how simple ice cream is, right? It's milk, sugar, and egg. There you go. That's it. So Lou, it doesn't look like ice cream right now, right? What do you think has to happen to it next?
I think you need to...
Put it in the ice cream machine.
The ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's dripping.
Close the door. Turn the switch. Good. Right there. Okay, and then we're going to open this door. There it comes.
Wow.
There's our peach ice cream. Sprinkle some peaches on there. Okay, we're gonna stir this up just a little bit more here. Okay?
Good. Sounds good.
Let's try some of this.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Looks like soft syrup, huh?
Yeah.
Remember what's in here? 4 ingredients.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Milk.
California milk.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Eggs.
Eggs. And peaches. What do you think?
Yum.
Really good, huh?
Thank you.